Hello all, hope you're all doing well. It's just a quick one to hopefully help anyone who finds himself into a similar situation as I did with this, or one of these vans. Peugeot Expert 2 litre HDI, also Citroen Jumpy / Dispatch, also Fiat Scudo. 2004 this is, but I think they go up to 06 with the same engine. So the problem was crank, no start. It was turning over fine, fast, but it just wouldn't fire up. So then a 6-week wild goose chase unfolded trying to find the problem. A smart person once said to me, the first thing you should check is the last repair you did, basically. When something's not working, check the last thing you did, which makes perfect sense. However, I just had the whole engine out and did a head gasket replacement. So that leaves a lot of open-ended question marks as to what it could be. But the specific symptoms of the problem were there wasn't enough pressure on the common rail for the ECU to start the engine. With these vans it has to see about 200 bar for the ECU to let the engine start. And if it doesn't see that, it will just turn over forever. And that's what was happening. We were getting around 50 to 60 bar on the rail. First thing we thought, injectors, gotta be. But as a quick and dirty test, we blanked off the whole rail, so the injectors weren't even in the system anymore, and it was still only getting 50 to 60 bar. So that led us down then to the pressure regulator, which is this one. I should probably say before I carry on, I have 3 of these vans, so luckily I had lots of spares to test. I didn't have to pay out, but I've seen horror stories of some people paying this to a garage only to discover that it was something stupid in the end, thousands of pounds later. So that's why we're doing this video. But yeah, this seemed fine. I swapped it for another one, same problem. Tested the voltage going in, there was voltage there. Tested the resistance of these, they're all the same, so thinking can't be that. Then went on to change the fuel pump, both fuel pumps actually. Changed them both, the one in the tank and the high pressure. Changed the fuel filter housing, changed the lines on top of the injectors. Also changed the entire ECU, the CPH module, and the key in case it was an immobiliser problem or something. Wasn't that. Changed every sensor on the van, none of them. Hair was being pulled out, and finally we came to the conclusion that there's voltage going into this. It's being told to do what it's meant to do, which is, this is a regulator, so if this is unpowered, the fuel comes out of the high pressure pump and straight back into the return system. When this is powered, it redirects it, or blocks this off, so that it all goes to the rail. So you can probably see where this is going. If there's voltage going in and the thing is working correctly, tried it on another working van, then it has to be the connection between the wire and that. And that is exactly what it was. It was the plug. Get rid of that. This isn't the exact plug, but they all work the same, which is why I thought to do this video. Because what happened is the springs inside this plug were not contacting the pins on here. These are tiny pins in here, probably smaller than a closed pin, and they were going in, rattling around in there. And obviously testing as well, testing voltages, sticking test leads in here, that was connecting fine, so we didn't even think about the plug. So what you can do is actually pop these plugs apart like that. Probably fall to bits, that's what the one did on mine. And you pull this, the rubber waterproofing seal out like that. And I think I had to also pop off this bit, if I remember. Yeah, this yellow bit comes off the front, and then you can see into here. It's kind of a faff, this is. If I grab hold of this red wire, and then you got these little tabs here, if you just move them out of the way a bit, then the whole spring connection comes out. And you probably can't see that well on here, but you've got little springs in here, bent pieces of metal, and all you do is give them a push like this and close them back up a bit better, and that's it, literally. You just pop it back together like that, and that will now connect. As soon as I did that, turn the key, instant 500 bars on the rail. So I'm not saying this is definitely your problem, but it's worth a look, because it could save you a massive headache. And as I say, all the plugs, at least on this van, I don't know about the cars of the same year with the same engine, but this shitty design plug, basically, this goes to like the turbo valve thing, the EGR, it goes to everything. Every sensor has got this style of plug. So if you're having issues, check these. It's worth checking, because it can save you a massive headache. If you just get a pin, depending on what part you're testing, you see how that is clamped onto that now. When I did that originally, this went in and was just jiggling about, so there was no connection there. Now after, it sounds ridiculous, but in the heat of it, you know, it's easy to disregard something like this. If you see voltage coming out of it, you think it works, but it's not so simple. And I guess this could apply to all vehicles, to be fair, not just this van, but yeah, it's just this crappy plug. Something so small can just halt everything, but yeah, any of the critical sensors that the van needs to see, pressure sensor, things like that, all use this plug, and it can happen to any of them. So I hope someone found that useful. I'll see you next time. Catch you in a bit.